Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another discourse on personality, competency. Personality, competency. I'm standing across a glass door of a beautiful jewelry showroom. A middle aged man and his middle aged wife are at the counter and they are discussing a jewelry, an expensive jewelry for the lady. Very romantic scene, very poignant scene. There is a pain of human emotions, there's the exuberance of love. But that's not all. There might be many more tags attached. So, being a person, given the person that I am, a researcher, out and out researcher, I was wondering, is he buying a gift? Is he investing his money in the jewelry? Is he sacrificing some of his wealth? Is he decorating his wife? Is he buying love for his wife? Off the shelf. Is he buying love for his wife off the shelf? Is he demonstrating his love? Is he expressing his love? Is it a poetry in him, or a commerce in him, or a businessmanship in him, or an entrepreneurship in him, or an art in him that he wants to buy something which complements her beauty? As always, we never know what it is. We think it is. And then we wonder, is it? It is. It's a very normal reaction. That's a sign of our intelligence. That's a sign of our maturity. That's a sign of our leadership. That's a sign of our decisive character. It is. It is. It is a blackboard. If you say it is a canvas, probably people will take time to understand that, because they take time to experience that. It's text, it's poetry. You will need time to see if the text has expanded to poetry. It is a one act play. You will take time to understand dramatics. And what have you? Dramatics and what have you? I'm just trying to express myself on the largeness, on the hugeness, on the spatial character of a word drama, and the infinitely dynamic character of the word dramatics. It is and it is. Is it? 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 We make a claim, and by our own effort, we try to hold our wisdom, our analysis, our decisions by a pinch of salt. We start doubting ourselves. There are professions which need self-doubting. Policing as a profession, judging, judiciary as a profession, detectives as a profession. These are the professions which need you to seriously doubt your contention. Why such a long preface? Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are so eager to make a contention. That's a part of our personality. If you don't do it, that's not me. That's not me. That's me. How can it be me who doesn't say I am the person who says it? I like to say it. Say it. Saying is so predominating experience of our relationship with the environment and relationship with people. Saying is such a important, such a vital, such expressive, such a picturesque, such a audible, sometimes audacious part of our relationship with the environment. So we are too eager. All we'll end up is judging a facade. It's like a witness coming in, spending hours in the court, and he says at the end of it, but the question I ask all of you is, do you believe it? Do you believe it? Because I tell you. Or do you not believe it because I tell you? Sirs and madams, do you believe me? Or you don't believe me because it is me? You believe because it is me? You not believe because it is me? You don't believe because it is you? You believe because it is you? My. What are we heading for? Can it be culture of our thinking? If dramatics is overdone like this, where would our life stand? Where would our life stand? Aren't we overplaying with dramatics? 2 hours the witness was telling something. This happened, this happened, this happened, this happened, and I was there. And at the end of it, he says, do you believe this? At the end of it, he leaves the entire judiciary, the jury, and the lawyers wondering, what did they think about stories? What did they think about narrations? What did they think about witnessing? What did they think about factuals? Is it that all the time the storyteller is creating a platform, and in a short time he makes you forget that that is just a platform that he has created? He puts you into a sense of realism, and then you forget to ask the basic questions. Is this where the scene started? You forgot to ask that question. He made you forget. He had such a script, or such a flowing script. He made you feel that is where the scene started. And the lawyers are now lip tight. There are questions to ask. There are questions to ask. And the judiciary is watching through wide-eyed. They are in the state of obeisance. They are in the state of obeisance. Said only God can tell me whether this is right or wrong. And why did this witness say this? If we believe him, if he had not, perhaps, we'd have believed him on our own, or we would have rejected him on our own. Now he's putting two questions. The questions about the last part, do you believe this? Or the questions about the first part, where he made me believe that. Now, if I don't take this, the 2 hour narration, what will happen to the next case I attain? I have another court to go, court number 7, where I listen to some more stories. So, what do I make of myself? Am I real? Is this world real? The person is telling a story. Is this real? How do I hold my feet there in the next court post lunch? Would I be having my normal lunch, or I just trying to put something down the throat? My, this is a terrible happening in my life. 2 hours the narration is going, and he's saying, do you believe it? And then he says, do you believe it because you're a judge? Do you not believe it because you're a judge? Do you believe that because I said so? Do you not believe because I said so? The environment is still. The environment is still quiet. People don't have a daring to look at each other because they don't want to show their confusion. They don't want to show their confusion. They don't want to show their confusion. Ni, nor, nay. They don't want to show their care. They don't want to show their care. So far they believe law is there and the section has to be applied. This is the action and you replicate. You compare the action with the section. That's my job. Now here they wonder what truth is before they listen to the truth. Oh gosh. Here for the first time they have a poser. They have a poser. They have a poser. A light coming from absolutely unknown angle. The light coming from absolutely unknown direction. The light leading to absolutely another direction. Where you can't even open your eyes. You just close your eyes and swirl around, swirl around, swirl around. May I land up on the truth finally? For the first time, you start gambling on your wisdom. You're gambling on your wisdom. You're not gambling with your wisdom. You're gambling on your wisdom. The eyes closed, the head swirling. Somewhere it'll stop. Somewhere I'll land. And may I call that the paradise called the truth. The paradise called the truth. What has he made of those lawyers who put together thousands and thousands, probably millions of hours of realism, factualism? What is he made of that? Judiciary, juries, he's got them back to zero. But somewhere, as always, this picture can't remain still for long. Somebody clears his throat, somebody starts coughing, somebody sneezes, somebody takes a handkerchief. It's an air-conditioned environment, but still somebody takes a handkerchief and, somebody takes a handkerchief and start cooling oneself. There's some noise at the table, some noise at the chair. And then a lawyer who is with the petitioner, he gets up and says, look, you're supposed to be on my side. I have got you here as a witness. At least I should know what the fact is. At least I should know what the fact is. If you want to tell me here, it's okay. If you want to tell me outside, it's okay. At least I should know what the fact is. And the man looks deep in the eyes of that lawyer. He looks deep into the eyes of the lawyer. And he says, "You will never know that. You will never know that." And he withdraws. He's in the state of catharsis. He wants to burst. He wants to shout. As he walks back, his feet say, "You're literally in the doldrums, dear. You're literally in your legal doldrums." The witness calls the lawyer and says to him, "Look what I told you. I believed myself." But towards the end, there was one fact, one action, which made me wonder if what I said is true. That picture I had acquired that time when I saw this. But now I wonder whether that was reality. And I was in such horrid and horrible confusion that I wanted to spread my confusion in the universe of this court. Pardon me, please, but you will never know the truth. I will also know never the truth. Court adjourned. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, life is like this. People in the state of static, people in the state of dynamics, perhaps it is believable. Perhaps it is believable that you know the truth as you investigate. You know the truth as you investigate, but the final truth you will never know. We will never know. So more of this awareness about humanity, humans, thoughts, actions, behavior, as we progress, dialoguing on personality, competency. See you again next time.